Hey y'all. Hey, what's up, Logan? And thank you for that. What you sent me. Appreciate it. I'm at my friend Mike's house. This is where I'll be staying for the next few days until I go to Gatlinburg. Um, we are in the outskirts of Atlanta. We're in Fairburn. I'm in Fairburn. How are y'all? How's your days been? That's where you live, Logan and Fairburn. Really? Come on through. I like how he did this wall. My friend he's really good. He's a really good decorator. He painted this wall himself in the back. Uh, he's gonna come and paint when I move into the house. Uh, he just loves to decorate and see how he did this area over here. I'm getting some ideas of what I want to do when I move into my place. Um, hey sis and Fee O'Brien. Don't y'all like Lynn? Don't you like look at how he put this together over here? He uh he has an eye for decorating, but he's trying to get me to do all this extra. I ain't doing all that, but I like his style for him. But he's really good at painting. Okay. No, I'm not moving here. Uh, I'll be moving into a house in March. But he's gonna come to Houston to paint, to help me paint the place. I'll be here until Wednesday. I'll be in Atlanta until Wednesday. And then we're going to Gatlinburg, Tennessee until Sunday. So, yes, y'all shine some light on me. He's going to be coming down to talk on camera for a minute because This is the friend I told you had dealt with COVID before, and he got through it. Hey, Sonia Bennett, what's going on, Judge Sonia? I'm glad you could come through. Sit down. But hey, Purple Power. I'm not going for the ski fest. We just wanted to bring the new year in together. So we were going to go to the mountains with some friends. We got a cabin. We just went out for a couple of drinks. We had some mimosas, and I am tired because I flew here today. I just got here at 3:30 this evening, and I've been up since 6:30, 7 o'clock this morning. But it's nice. I'm looking forward to being in the mountains and just getting away. I'm having a good time here. Um, we went, riding around. I've been to Atlanta many times, though. I used to come quite often. I had friends that stayed here before. I was looking at, watch out for the bears. I don't know if they have bears. They may have some black bears in the country. Um, I know they have deers. You got to be careful that you don't run into a deer crossing the street. This is definitely a pretty well, Logan, you know about Fairburn. It's pretty out. It's quiet. Yeah, I'm in ATL, Sonia. I came out here today. So my guy will be here tomorrow, and he'll be staying over here with me until we leave on Wednesday. I am ready to. I've dated a couple of bears, Sonia, but and some of them they did eat me as well. Um, but I survived. um, Guys, just right now we have to be really. I'm just thankful for a lot of things going into this new year, because a lot of people are going through so much. Yeah, and you have to feel blessed and thankful, for what you have, and people you surround yourself with. And I can tell you guys, I've been friends with my friends for many years. Me and this friend here, we've been friends for like about 16 years. I think 15 or 16 years. Um, and my friend DJ, my friend BJ. Hey, Kilo Low. Um, because you have to be, and that's why when I come on YouTube and people are acting crazy and just doing the most, you have to ask yourself, why are you so miserable? Because it's a lot you can be thankful for. There are people that are not waking up to see another day, or are dealing with a lot of other things health wise. When you can open your eyes and take a breath, you should be thankful for that. But I definitely, uh, look at 2021 as being a reset button, just to, I'm so glad for 2020 to be over with because I've had friends that have lost their mothers, that have lost their grandparents and uncles, aunts, you know. Um, hey, Golden Goods. Um, this year has been really a shit show. This past year has been hell for a lot of people. And I think that we have to just start anew. Um, because my friend's friend, he wants to do vlogging. So I think he'll come on and talk to y'all in a few. But and I told him about YouTube. It's crazy as hell, but he follows some people, and I think he has a lot to say, and I think he'd be good on YouTube. Um, but I think, and this is for everyone, and y'all, I'm not talking about one side or another side, who's good, who's bad. Um, there are people that I'm cool with and that never done anything to me, but I saw them pushing away from me because of who I was cool with. Oh,
Oh shit.
oh, that sound dry. You don't got that wop. Oh,
You ain't got that wow.
but I was doing the Beatles. Oh, that's the Stones. I have that same shirt.
You want that song? Sam?
Yes, thank you. But
Ooh.
maybe you like
I
that.
love that rose gold. I've been looking for a rose gold watch.
You notice I had got the whole I got the bracelet. I bought them at different times, but
I love this. I lost my rose gold. I don't know what that shit
I
is.
love and it was a YouTuber that told me about rose gold, and I was like, I don't know if I would like it, but when I saw it, I was like, I like this color.
Mhm.
I told my friend Lynn, she was like, come on through, Mike, with your decorating.
Oh.
Okay.
Come through. I'm trying.
Is that a dry mic?
Oh, I forgot. You want a white?
I'll drink the dry. I'm
No,
gonna try it.
I got white too. Cause I know you like white. Like you like Moscato.
Yes, I like. You got a Riesling or?
I took it up. You know what? I took that over. Wait.
See the wine? Yeah, it's a drinker right here. You see that wine over there?
Recently.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to graduate from Moscato slowly but surely. I still like it, but
You know, like one glass, it's gonna be like.
I'm gonna sleep I'm gonna be out tonight.
I believe it. I told him when you was in Walgreens, I said, it's just gonna be me and you up tonight because you ready to go home. But you better lay
Okay, we would go out. I'd be like, you say you woke. I'd be like,
I look around, his ass be gone. You know he left and went home? Yeah, he be gone.
no, would I be at the club?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
He'd be gone.
Hey, captivating, what's up?
They be like, he didn't tell you he was leaving. I said, yeah, all right.
Like what? It's like why they would say it like that? Like I'm like sneaking off to do something with something. Like we're a couple or something.
But I knew it was a Sunday night, and I know how your Monday morning.
Like we would be at JR's or something. Yeah.
And I know how your Mondays is. He'd be like, I'll do a little bit, but I ain't gonna be doing too much.
I love those glasses.
And you know what? I think I got like an 8-pack. You know how I budgeted.
You go to like Ross or
Yeah.
Marshalls.
I got an 8-pack for probably about less than $20.
Moscato. Oh yeah, I like some.
Everybody else.
Moscato is good. I drink Moscato too.
Expensive. For somebody it is, but it's never worked
Hey,
for me.
what's up, y'all's wife, MC Colum? But you have Alexa. Alexa, play the playlist.
Alexa, she unplugged.
Oh, okay. Alexa be doing the most.
Yeah. You want ice in yours?
Yes. Yeah, Cap. So did you go out of town for Christmas? I knew you were gonna be you were going, that's fine.
She's gonna be drunk.
Okay, I'm gonna be knocked out. Y'all, you see this goblet? You still were painting something? You had the paint out.
Oh, so the heat made the door bubble up.
Oh, okay.
So the paint on the door, you see how it peeled off?
Oh yeah.
So that's the paint. I'm gonna paint it. Then I'm gonna do this furniture. Put the rest of the furniture together. I'm gonna bring it in here and do it.
Y'all tried Alexa. Oh, okay. You stayed in Maryland. You stayed in Maryland.
So I'm gonna bring that furniture in here, the patio furniture here tomorrow. Finish putting it
You
together.
better have ventilation
What?
for that paint.
No, I got to do the paint outside. Anyway.
But yes.
So we'll have lasagna for dinner tomorrow.
Oh, that'd be good.
With some garlic bread.
Cool, cool. Are you a wine drinker, Robert? Or do you drink mostly? Are you a sweet wine? It doesn't matter.
I don't really like sweet, and I don't really like super dry either.
So you don't like the Merlots or the?
I mean, I like it, but it wouldn't be my first choice.
Hell, those glasses big enough. You can pour the damn whole bottle in one of them practically. So you see the ones hanging under the cabinet? Mm-hmm. They hold a bottle of wine. Okay, see. And my little glasses, take a few sips and it's gone. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Captivating does have some good topics, and the Gentlemen's Panel guys will be on Captivating's platform next Thursday. So we got some stuff, and I'll be after him. Come out and support. Have a good time. That's mine. I need to hydrate. Hey, Giselle. So, oh, that's a good picture. Let me get a picture of y'all. What y'all want? Oh, thing is on. I was gonna take a picture of y'all with y'all wine glasses. What's your phone? Because I'm doing live right now. Let me tell you which one of y'all phones so I could. You know, you're straight. Huh? You're straight. Oh God. I haven't had enough to drink yet, but it's foolishness. It's my brother in Christ. Hold on. Okay. That's a good picture. Y'all the same color and everything.
Ooh, I look thick.
Y'all matching up. I'm telling y'all.
Ooh, I look thick, don't I? Yeah, look good.
Them big old legs. You got them big old.
Cornbread fed. Look.
What?
Boy, good legs. My mom got big legs.
I remember my uncle used to be telling about them girls. That girl got some big old legs.
Big old.
Girl got some big old thoroughbred.
My mom got big legs and booty and all that. I looked at him one day. I was like, "Can I ask you a question?" He like walking around. He got all these little shit. He was just teasing, just playing. I was not. I said, "Can I ask you a question?" He was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Is that your booty?" Oh,
Is that your booty? Really?
yeah, he asked me that. I said everything on me is real. Maybe I thought that thing was injected with a
But you know what the funny thing is when I watch like some adult content, I'll say that. And I've seen some of the guys that look like they have boots. Because it's like it's weird. It's weird because it looks like it hasn't grown to be normal. It's like somebody just pushed something on and it just didn't conform to their body.
Well, you already know
it don't fit, yeah, because their legs be skinny, and then you got this bell pepper shaped ass.
Yeah. We seen a girl, her ass was hanging over like she was dragging something. I said, that is not her booty.
A guy?
Girl. Today at the airport when I was picking you up, this girl was coming out the door. When I tell you, I bet you money she was from LA. Her body was snatched. Like she was like this.
Mm-hmm.
Hips and ass but she was beautiful. And I was like, God, I know she's from LA. She ain't from LA.
The Kardashian type of body work.
Yeah, you know those girls in LA, they bring it. Well, they got them ant booties with them small legs, big old booty. Mm-hmm.
Those what kind of booty?
Ant booty.
Oh yeah, the ant booty. That's funny.
Yeah.
But it can be outrageous sometimes, though. It can be kind of like it
It
doesn't look real at all. A purple power will get you some rest. Definitely, everybody's prayers are with you to recover. You know, after surgery and everything.
What kind of surgery she had?
It was, yeah, I don't want to say because you know people be listening to every little thing. But
they asked me, he said, New Year's, Mike, we want you to pray. I said, do you really? This is like, he's like, I told his sister all of this. He said, she started screaming to her, oh my God, please have Mike pray. Since we can't go to church for the New Year. I said, oh, okay. I said, well, you know, we leaving at 10. So he was like, well, we're going to have you pray before 10 o'clock. Before you leave.
Okay.
I mean, I can stay up because New Year's is on Saturday. Friday.
I think it's a Friday. New Year's Eve is on a Friday. What day was Christmas?
Friday.
So it's gonna be on the same day as Christmas.
Yeah, you're right. New Year's Day is on Friday.
Oh, you welcome, Purple
Power.
Power.
Thursday night. We're going Thursday night. Oh yeah, I'm going home early. If it was going into Saturday, then I'd have been like, okay, I can stay up. Yeah, so we need to leave there at least about 10.
Where are y'all going?
Driving, and when they start shooting and all that.
Y'all going where?
To Kente's and Jamal.
To his what?
To Kente and Jamal's house.
Oh, okay. How close are they to here?
40 minutes.
Oh, damn. What's the area?
They live in Ellenwood.
Ellenwood. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll go over there. They got a beautiful home. It's stupid. Like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Really? Because I remember when they were getting it built, it was some months and just like a 6-bedroom?
6 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms.
That's big.
Just from the outside, you like, what? The neighborhood, you like, what the hell? All the homes like, boo, 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 boo. Oh, yes.
You go through a little raggedy area, then you get to the area, you like, what the hell?
That's how Atlanta is too.
It's funny that you see that like that. Chicago was like that.
Mhm. He came. He had when I lived in Chicago. He came to visit. Oh, not to get off subject. Whatever happened to the guy that the
I
one he was
ain't
talking
talk.
to in Chicago and
I
then he
ain't
moved
talk
to
to
Houston?
him.
You talked to him?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. So he had went to go. The guy came. This guy came and picked him up and took him out on the city. They went on the train and everything.
Mhm.
And he came back and he was like it's nice and it's raggedy and it's together. I said, well, shit, look where we at.
Yeah.
It was the same thing.
Because hell, at that house, you could see a crackhead getting bent over on next door, getting fucked on side of the house. And this is nice brownstone, like because Dave was his name, right?
Yeah.
He bought the whole building, right?
In Bronxville?
Mm-mm. It was in it's on the southeast side of
The
Chicago.
snooch is behaving itself.
And so it's Devin got my friend all upset. Oh my God, we at a restaurant. He just going.
Oh yeah. And tell him what was it about? Seriously,
Oh my God, I was looking like
it wasn't anything that was.
it was. He just was voicing his opinion of how he felt about certain things in relationships,
Mm-hmm.
and he went off.
He didn't agree with what you were saying.
And what was it about? If
He was
open
talking about
relationships,
open relationships.
and he's like, why would you? It was like, well, damn, I'm talking about it. This is not you. Damn, somebody hurt you really
He
bad.
did. He wasn't doing too good last year. He's on psych meds and everything.
Oh damn. Well, that was a
I was in the room.
precursor to that. Shit.
I was in the room asleep. This is like about 3 years ago. I went over to David's house. I went to Chicago, stayed at David's house. He had a boyfriend at the time. I said, David, he is not good for you. I said, he was like, stop telling me what's good for me. I know what's good for me. You know how you do.
Mm-hmm.
I said, okay. I said, but you gonna see how good he is for you because he's not good. I knew who the boy was. So I'm asleep. I hear poof, boom, hear all this noise. I jump up. I hear David say, you know how crazy David is.
Mm-hmm.
He get the hollering. I said, I run out there. The boy done got mad, pushed the Christmas tree down.
Oh damn.
Your friend?
His boyfriend did.
Oh.
David had a real big tall Christmas tree. He pushed the whole Christmas tree down. You heard all the ornaments just and shit was just breaking. And then David was like, motherfucker. And he ran into the kitchen and got a butcher knife.
A butcher knife, this professional man that got his doctorate and every fucking thing.
Dr. David Young went and got a butcher knife. That boy ran out that door and David ran behind him with the butcher knife. I was like, David!
He must have found the number or something in his phone now. Called him on Jack or something, back like that, because you know that bitch was crazy.
I ran outside. This bitch ain't got nothing on but his drawers and no shoes.
And chasing him down the street.
Chasing him down the street with a
Goddamn.
butcher knife. And so somebody called the police. So I go, I grab it. I said, David, you're gonna lose everything you got. And I pulled it back in. He didn't even know it was cold. The bitch was so hot. His temper like that. You already know that.
Mhm.
He didn't realize he was walking with no shoes on.
Why you had
In
a
the
phone
snow.
on?
Because I guess they was in the bed and then they got into it. And so I was like, oh my God, I brought him back in the house. I was like, what happened? He was like, he was mad because you was here.
He was what?
He was mad because I was there. I was like, why would he get mad because I was there? He's scared I'm gonna tell you all his dirt.
Oh.
He's like, no, the bitch think we fucking. I said, oh God, David.
So what would elicit a response from him to chase him with a fucking butcher knife barefoot?
Because
he
hit David in his face. He slapped the shit out of him. And then got up. But the boy, he was only doing that because he was in a whole nother situation. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to he wasn't doing nothing but using David. And so after he got out of that relationship, Then he got with this other guy, bought this guy a car.
How soon? After how many months do you start doing stuff like that?
Buying cars?
Yeah, because with me, we gotta be together a few years before I start. We
Doing
basically
that.
got to be married
Yeah.
for me to start buying you a fucking car
Car.
and shit like that, and co-sign and shit. So
And that's the thing, because I think people lead with their material things and they think that's gonna,
keep
it's a sacrifice for love. They buy you to
Yeah.
think that you're gonna act how they want.
And he got money.
Mm-hmm.
He got money on it. But he got money, he got the education, but he ain't got nothing inside.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he ain't got. And when I say he grew up watching his mama be beat by his father all his life.
Tell him I got a credit card I need to pay off.
Yeah, okay. Tell him I need this car to be paid off this last year.
No, David wants some. He wants some random piece of tree walking down the street that just dick him down.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
I like Kevin.
Who's that, Kevin?
Mike friend.
Did I meet? Do I know Kevin?
Oh, Kevin from Milwaukee.
Mm.
You ain't made Tall Kevin yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but he just David he got a lot going on. So he got on them psych meds. I said, get off of that bullshit and pull yourself together. You don't know what I'm going through. You know how he is.
That's
You
crazy.
don't know what I'm
People
going through.
need to be on some meds.
I watched my goddamn mother get her ass beat. I watched this. I did this. I had to bury my father. The motherfucker who told me I wasn't gonna be shit. You know,
he paid for the funeral.
he go through all those emotions because his father was beating their mother. Then he left them. They struggled for years.
That's Mike.
And then David went to school, got his undergrad, got his master's, his PhD, and he started bringing in all that money.
They started begging.
No, he took care of his mom. He bought a home, put his mom in it, bought a car, gave it to his mom. He just takes care of his mom.
Mm-hmm.
So then his dad started needing him. He still got all that anger for his dad. So he
Mm-hmm.
fuck you, motherfucker. You ain't never been shit. You told me I wasn't gonna be shit. Now I'm better than any motherfucker in your family. And he got anger. Like when he started talking, you be like, okay, bitch, let me bag up. Because he is about to go off. And because he's had in the gay life, he's had so many bad experiences.
But then he went to the point to get his dick enlarged and everything.
He showed did. He showed it. He had little bags on his eyes. He got those done. He got his dick enlarged. He did all that. And here I am. I'm at the hospital. I'm like, I see this little thing on the side of him with all his blood. I said, what happened? You got prostate issues or something? And he was like, yeah, I was having some issues with my prostate. I was like, you too young for that. You should be having issues. So then, probably about 4 or 5 months later, I go by his house, and he comes out of the bathroom with a towel on.
Dick all out.
His dick all out. He told me, all these motherfuckers want some of this shit now. All of them. I said,
But where has that gotten him now?
no.
Because you still going through the same shit, even though you got your piece bigger. I mean,
And also, you gotta look at yourself when it comes to picking guys, because it ain't the guy's fault. You play a role in it because you picked them.
mhm.
You know.
It's a certain type
Yeah.
that you go, because I had friends that went through stuff like that. And they would beat guys that was aggressive and beat their head off. But it was a certain type. Then sometimes people be wanting to save someone. I think you would do that when you would date guys. You'd be trying to save them.
For what?
I don't-
Situation.
The situation, or if they were like so crazy that you would be like Kevin,
Kevin was crazy.
or like Xavier lying ass.
He was a liar.
I think that you would try to you would try to like almost make them better to a certain extent, but they were just in the fuck shit all. They were content with where they were.
They were.
You know, that guy like with Kevin fighting and all the shit he would do to the guys, and he was out doing whatever the fuck he wanted to do. You know,
fuck you looking at my man for? All of those crazy shit. He out fucking everybody. I told Robert, I was at the bar one day, and this girl. These stories he come up with, I said, I can't relate.
Because you would have been like, it's done. Like,
I said, this queen brought me a drink. She sent it over to the bar. They sent it over.
That's the little dick.
Yeah.
That's why do we always remember him that way?
I mean, he told me the story, and I'm like,
And I'd be like, Mike, stop playing. You exaggerating. Stop playing. That's why he was angry all the time, because he had a tiny.
But it wouldn't have been no relationship at all. Like once we would have had sex, or we not even had sex, messed around, I would have saw all that. It would have been no.
Listen, he could have been volunteering at children's hospitals, feeding the homeless. If I would have felt between them legs and felt that little old TT, and I would have been like, okay, we're from two different worlds. This is double work.
Matter of fact, put your clothes back on.
Okay. Can we be friends?
I gotta go to work in the morning.
But to be crazy, and I think he was dealing with, he felt less than adequate.
Maybe that's what it was with the little people.
He felt
It wasn't even like, well, from what Mike said, it wasn't even average. It was fake.
It when I was like, Mike, show me.
He used to say, Mike, show me like,
because somebody could be exaggerating.
Yeah.
Because somebody could be looking for the horses.
Why would I talk about?
Because you remember how Cedille would be like, oh, that motherfucker had 12. And I was like, what the fuck? I saw the dick, it wasn't no 12. What the fuck? You lied now. I don't believe shit you say because you lie all the time now.
You know he was lying. Let me tell you. How I met X7 is I used to mess around with his friend. And so he used to tell me about X7 all the time. He used to talk about X7. It's like, he be out here doing this and doing that. He was telling me all this. I was like, for real?
Mm-hmm.
And this was like 2002. I'm like, for real? He be doing all that? He like, yeah. So I'm like the different type. I'm the successful one. You know, he's telling me all this.
He trying to say you was a bum or something?
He was like,
he was made like I was like I was the hoe of the group.
Yeah.
But keep in mind, this is the same person that was like sitting on the hood of his car getting sucking dick behind trash dumpsters.
Or put a glory hole in his back door.
He actually, I kid you not, he put a glory hole up in his house. He made, he went to like Home Depot or something and got like a piece of plywood and put a hole in it and had it over the door in the bathroom. He would meet guys online and they would put their dick through the hole and suck. He was sucking.
Bathroom in his house?
Yeah, like
let them in his house.
Yes, he had like a hallway. Like they would walk in, it's a hallway, and he had like red lights. So he would be in the little bathroom, and he had the bathroom door open, but he would put the plywood up like the door, and he had a hole. He had a hole drilled in it so they could stick their dick through there, and he would suck their dick.
He would tell them what to do, like, hey, stick your dick through the hole.
Yeah,
he knew what to do
because he had like his profile online, like it was like glory holes. It was something that he had. It was on like
South.
It was like on X2. He had like he had a profile of X2. I used to be like, bitch, you not scared somebody come rob you or kill you? What the fuck?
And he always had a nice home.
He's trying to set you up.
But he would get on Adam for Adam. In his profile, he would say, I got 2 cars. I have flat screen TV.
Nobody care about that.
He would have,
but they would be wanting to use him because he's saying what he had. So, but he told Mike that stuff about me because he was thinking, let me put this in his mind so he don't try to hook up with him. That's what he was trying to do.
Right.
And when I came over there and I met Mike, and Mike had got dressed up to go out, and he said he going to the store. I said, bitch, that nigga ain't going to no motherfucking store getting dressed like that. He going somewhere to meet up or hang out with somebody. Mike had went in there, got cleaned up, showered and everything like he going to Walmart. So me and Mike would see each other out like at the clubs and stuff. And, you know, hey, what's up? What's up? And that's how we started talking like that. And he told me one day, he said, you know, that ain't your friend. You're like, he's like, he was telling me, and I was like, because I had never said anything about him to Mike. I never talked about him, but he was talking about me.
Yeah. I was like, dude ain't right.
And then when it came out, when I confronted years later, I said, why would you? He was like, I was going through some stuff, and it was like a jealousy thing.
Yeah, it was jealousy. You didn't have nothing to do with what he was going through. So why would he talk bad about you to Mike?
Because he wanted
he was trying to
keep him from hanging out with me. And then some of the friends in the group, they used to be like, that's your friend, why he hanging out with him? But meanwhile, he's liking Mike, but Mike had a whole boyfriend that was hanging out with, like you was Kenneth. Y'all were going out to the club and stuff. And so why would you and me be trying to hook up? Shit, I said, bitch, I don't even know if he got a dick or a pussy. I ain't never seen what this man got.
We ain't never been like that.
So it's like he was saying that. I was like, Cynthia, me and Mike never were like that. It's never been like that. You just found it hard to believe because you liked him.
The gays be so jealous and so envious. I don't understand. I'm not jealous of nobody. So whatever you got,
why be jealous? Yeah, and that's what I say. I'm like, I'm never jealous of what you have because if I'm a friend of yours, tell me how you got it. You give me some pointers on shit how to get there.
And at that time, he was making so much money
because he was doing his tax business and everything.
He was making so much money. He told me, he said, if we stay together, I'm gonna buy you that car you want. I was like,
I'm telling you, we went out one night and we were in the bed. I got in the bed with him.
Wait, you was dating him?
He liked him.
I was just kind of.
He was using him.
I was fucking the boy. That was it. And
he knew he was that boy. He liked you, but Mike, you didn't see it for him. And then he was like, I remember we had went out one night and I got in the bed with him, Cindy, and I had like some shorts on. We had been drinking. I laid in the bed. He said, "Let me suck that dick." I was like. He said, and I woke up, this bitch is I'm asleep, and I wake up, he's like, looking at me, staring in my fucking face, and I was like, what? He said, what the exact words was, bitch, let me suck your dick. Now, how does that even go together? Bitch, let me suck your dick. And I was like, what? I said, Cynthia, take your motherfucking ass to sleep. Hell no. He said, I always liked you. I said, Cynthia, go to sleep.
He liked you.
It's not gonna happen.
But he was a mess.
He'd be like we would go out of town somewhere, and he'd be like, bitch, I'm so full of cum.
You want a bus?
No, he came back. He said, bitch, I was a cum dump tonight. I was kind of jealous at that, but I was like, but
might need to write a book on all his experiences because he be I'll be like, where do you meet these people? But here's the thing, that comes from being nice to everybody. No,
that plays a part.
Like that. He was just where he got the thought from that we was gonna be together. Yes, because I was.
Mike, be honest.
I was never telling him we was gonna be together.
But any intention you gave him, he thought it was more than what it was.
That's why you gotta let people know from the jump. That's why I don't have them. Esteban, he knew I was dealing with other people. I was bringing them to his house. That don't mean nothing. They think they.
He still was having hope that one day that you would probably be like, well, he didn't have enough, so he want me now.
I got this good wop.
Yeah, he thought he had that.
He had a good wop. I don't know what he got. I'm just telling you what the gays be thinking.
They do be thinking that shit is golden and pristine. But he led with his material things, and he had his apartment broken into before. And
he's like, Daddy, let me cook for you, Daddy. I'm gonna make you some of these chicken and dumplings.
Yeah, he would always be like, I made that motherfucker some homemade burritos. I went to Whataburger and got me a burger.
He would be making me chicken and dumplings.
Because he was doing that stuff like older black women. You cook for your man and he gonna stay there. Bitch, you see what your grandpa.
He was just fucking you.
Okay.
That's why you gotta know the difference. And you don't do stuff for your hoes and side pieces. You do for your nigga. He would take me to the bank. And he would be like, yes, can I get a receipt showing what's in my account? And then they give him the receipt.
And then he would put it down like about. He'd be like, "You act right, you'll be taken care of." He used to do stuff like that. I'd be like,
and I would have told him, I don't need nobody to take care of me. I'm a grown man.
And that's the thing, you know what? Because I've met guys that had money, and I was like, "That's your money.
That's your
Shit,
money.
you're not gonna control me
Right,
because that's
right.
your coins. You're not
You
hell
walk
no.
in the door arguing.
Who do?
You.
Go to hell.
He ain't got old, but when he was younger, he'd be like, "Fuck you! I don't need your shit. You can't fuck. You nut quick." He'll say any motherfucking thing.
But you have to, my grandmother said, you always have to make a man feel smaller. So, you know, you can control him. Don't get a man that's too powerful, shit. But
I'll be like, "Stephen, don't say that." He'd be like, "It's too late. I already said it."
But you couldn't fuck anyway. That was a fucking charity thing I was doing. Nigga, you a tax write-off.
I didn't get a couple charities.
Hey, Lisa, but, you know, but I'm gonna tell y'all, a lot of times gay men, it's about looks, money, and some people don't have either. Or, you know, and I noticed like the more feminine gay guys, if you have a weight issue, you sometimes get the shorty end of the stick.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because it's, and I don't think that's
visual,
good.
because
We're
men are
very visual.
by nature. Yeah.
And that's not, I don't think that's
not a bad thing. Because I want to be physically attracted to the guy that I'm with. But all that money stuff, I don't care about that. Because that's, like you said, that's your money. I make my money to take care of me. You make your money to
But
take
even
care
like
of me.
Raheem, that was Stephen staying with us.
Oh God.
He would meet guys, and I would be like, Raheem, and he's here in Atlanta too.
Yeah.
I'd be like, baby, have your own shit.
Yeah.
Stop letting them, because you give a man too much power.
What?
They can put you out and do
Mhm.
anything. Once they finish playing with you, they gonna put your ass in the closet.
But Raheem, that was a whole nother story. Raheem didn't even take care of himself.
I remember he got pissed off at me because I told Jarvis, I said, "Oh, Raheem got some bad breath."
I told him.
It was like, and I remember I said, "Mike, don't you say nothing."
I told him.
We was at Nick's that time. It was somewhere. You was like, "Stephen, I'm gonna say something." I said, "Mike, don't say that. Don't say." I'm gonna tell him, Mike. Let me tell him. He was like, "What's wrong with you?" Know, I was like, that breath was kicking.
His breath is bad.
It was bad.
Do he brush his tongue?
I think he had like maybe some type of decay in his tooth, or maybe some medication he was on that was causing his breath to be bad. And I remember we went out, we were going to go eat, and I told Jarvis, I said, "I'm gonna say something to him." Jarvis was like, "Oh, are you?" I said, "I'm gonna tell him, you know, maybe it's something that you've been eating, or." Because 2 or 3 other people had told me, outside of you, Mike, there were 2 other 3 people that told me, because that breath was kicking.
You know, and when he started talking, I said, "Damn, it was bad."
So when I told him, I said, "Can I talk to you about something?" He was like, "Uh-huh." I said, I don't know if it's a medication or maybe you have like an abscess or something, but sometimes your breath be a little taint." He said, "Huh?" He was like, we was like, I was like, "Raheem, I'm being serious. I mean, I'm not, no offense, but maybe it's some medication or something you take, because, you know, I smelled it a few
It
times."
smelled like it was coming out of his stomach. That's halitosis.
And I said, I told him that bitch was, he said, "Oh, okay, thank you for telling me." That bitch had an attitude after that, though. He was like, "This bitch."
And I told him,
Mike, how did you say it?
I said, "Dude, you need to do something with that breath. It is horrible."
See, that was a little
That
bit.
would mean.
That was Mike. You could have been a little more refined
Like,
to what you
hey.
said. And then, because for my birthday,
Oh God!
let me tell you what happened for my birthday. For my birthday, Mike had came over there. Jarvis had rented some stuff. It was really nice. Mike had cooked. He cooked all his food, and we were in the house. He cooked a lot of stuff to come and came over. Raheem was there. He was living with us and didn't buy a loaf of bread or anything.
Mhm.
So Raheem invited his father, his stepmother, his uncle, his sister. It was like 4 or 5 people that came.
Was it a surprise for you, or
It was what I was throwing.
He was
Okay.
doing this for
he
my.
didn't ask you? could he?
Mike was doing it for my birthday.
Right. Okay. So it was a surprise for you, or did you know?
I knew. Well, it wasn't.
Yeah. But they didn't like gay people.
So his father was just now dealing with you being gay. Now keep in mind, you come into a house full of gays that's drinking liquor. You may hear about fucking threesome, somebody sucked dick last night, or you can fuck right on top of your hood of your car, but you bringing your daddy there.
Yeah.
That's was he from not Dominican? It was one of like not Haitian, but
Police.
It was one of those groups of black people.
I thought it was Belize.
No, it wasn't Belize. It was, but he his uncle looking all kind of like cross-eyed and shit, because you know Jarvis had his friend and they was like standing next to each other.
He was a queen from Babylon.
So I was like, when I told, here go Mike. Mike said, I'm gonna say, he said, he said, you know, I'm gonna read this fucking girl. I'm gonna get this girl together. I said, Mike, don't say nothing. Mike, I said, no. Now keep in mind, it's usually me being the one that says some shit. But he was like, I'm gonna get this girl together. Because it's like, how are you gonna invite someone to someone else's birthday?
That's my shit. Yeah.
He's cooking all this stuff and you didn't contribute anything. Jarvis had like rented the chairs and tables and stuff.
Yeah. And he didn't even run it past, like, hey, do you mind if I bring?
I didn't mind him being there, but
his family. Well, yeah, and then on top of his family not liking or just being accepting of him, why would you bring him around a house full of gay people, right?
So it's like you're bringing them around us. They're in our environment.
Right.
We don't have to diminish who we are to make them feel comfortable. You're bringing. Why don't you and your father get to a place where he's comfortable dealing with you?
You first, right?
Instead of you dealing with all us gay people playing cards and shit and people saying all kind of shit. He was like, I'm gonna say, he said, Devin, you know, I'm gonna get that girl.
You better get her.
I said, no, Mike, I'm
gonna let him and his family know y'all are not welcome to eat.
I was like, oh Lord.
I was gonna do it because my whole thing is, first of all, I'm not even friends with you. I only fuck with you because I fuck with him. So if you gonna think you getting ready to feed your whole family, you got me fucked up. And so and then this is another thing. He gonna come to a step and say, what time is the food gonna be served? Because my family need to get on the road. So you think they gonna fix a plate and leave?
That part right there.
What kind of shit was that? I was like, oh, Stephen, you better get them. I was gonna get them. But they left.
Because the food was taking too long.
They didn't want no faggot food.
They didn't want the gay food. The gay demon would have jumped off them damn turkey legs and shit.
I was like, if they get up and start opening my pots and shit, we're gonna have a problem.
It was funny because Mike was like that with his cooking, like it was like an old black woman in there cooking. Because even my little dog would be coming in here, get out of here. My little dog, my little schnauzer would come up, he's like, get like.
So my whole backseat was full of shit. And I told Jarvis, he told me, what you want me to give you on the food? That's his ex. And I said, I just need you to get some tables and some chairs. That's all I need you to get.
He got the tables and chairs.
He got the tables and the chairs. I said, I got everything else. And Stephen lived like shit, about an hour from me. Yeah. Cause I live, it was like we lived in a U. So I lived south suburbs, he lived north suburbs. And it was like big ass U. So it was like an hour drive. We going on this bridge, that get all the way to his house. So I was like, I was gonna come over there and get them together. I was like, I didn't like Ryan.
Listen, now he understood because he was telling people that I was a bitch because I always told him about getting his shit together. Because he would like if we were going to somebody's house, this is what his little sneaky ass thought he was slick. He'd try to ride with me because he knew I would bring a bottle. So let me get it.
So he wouldn't have to
So he was like, if they're having something, why would they ask you to bring something? I can just go to the club. I said, well, if they say bring a bottle of what you drink, did you think that was an issue? That You gonna
felt like they should have liquor there
because they're having a party. So if you're having a party, you should have all the stuff that people need.
Yeah, and if they want to keep the party going, hey, I supply a lot of liquor. At least you can bring up cheap. You can bring up anything. You know, Tito's, that's cheap as hell.
But the thing, this is my issue with that though, Robert. If you bring some fucking Tito's, don't be drinking the fucking Grey Goose and all the other shit that's expensive because you done brought this cheap shit that you don't even drink.
right. He was that kind of nigga. So then I had a game night at my house. That's when I met DJ and what's his name?
Alex.
Alex, yes. And I met them because Stephen brought them over. All them came. And then so I told Stephen, I said, if he can't bring no bottle, he can't come over here. Because his ass come over here and eat. And he drink and he eat again. And then he want to take a plate home. But you don't want to bring a bottle. His ass can't come over here. He didn't have no coof. You know what I'm saying?
Very
Yes.
one of those
And
days.
played grand. Like carried himself like he was grand. Fuck out of here.
So he talked about he would talk about his Acura. He said, I have an Acura. Now, let me tell you about the Acura that he was driving. Because he was talking about I had a Kia Forte, my little 2-door, cute little car.
It was nice.
So
he bought his Kia and I bought a white Infinity.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And when he was telling me, hell, we bought our other cars. When I got the Lexus, you got the Infinity. Like a week or two apart.
You done with yours?
I have a year left. Because you was paying like 4 or 5 months in advance. But damn. But with him, he was like, I have the Acura. And first off, you could hear when he turned the fucking corner down the fucking street, it was so loud. Then when he would drive, he had to keep fucking jugs of water in the backseat to put in the radiator. But you got an Acura. You like to say you have an Acura, but the motherfucker ride like a barbecue pit.
Where you meet these guys? They know my friends in Israel. Oh.
That wasn't my friend. He just moved.
He was living with him.
But the thing was, I would check. I said, you got to get your shit together. This is how I would talk to him. I'd be like, Raheem, what you doing? You worried about these niggas? Get your shit together.
He was, and prior to him living with y'all, he was living with somebody that was kind of beating him up, wasn't he?
He was with this Hispanic guy he was dating, Alec. What was his name? He met the guy online and moved to Houston to be with the guy.
Where do you live?
He lived in Atlanta.
He lived in Atlanta. But when he moved to Houston to be with the guy started treating him like shit. So he ultimately.
He a black guy?
Yeah. But the guy, because he was like one of those Latino type of guys.
Okay.
But so I told him, I said, me and Javas are gonna be moving. You know, look, we're moving into a townhome. You can sleep on the couch.
Where the town? Oh, the townhouse right by the mall.
Yes.
Okay.
So I said, you can move with us. And at this time, me and Javas we broke up. We still was roommates because we were grown. You know.
But Javas was still in love. He was like telling everybody that he still be, craving and stuff.
And this is the thing. I hated that my snooze was so good that he kept wanting it. But the thing was, but
he went out. It was
no.
Me, him, and what's the other boy name? The one who think he all great and shit.
Paris.
No. Hell no. You know Paris don't like me.
The one to think he's grand?
I've been at my job for 20 such years. I just bought a new him and your ex used to hang together all the time.
Brett.
Brett.
We were just talking about Brett earlier. Yeah.
So I see him and Brett at JR's, but they was over by the pool table, sitting at one of them little tables.
Mm-hmm.
And so then I said, hey y'all, I gave them a hug and everything. And then I could see they was in deep conversation because you could tell they was in deep conversation. So I went over there and I was like, what's going on? And then Brett was like, I need to talk to you. And so I was like, okay. So then he pulled me over to the side and he was like, your friend ain't shit. Talking about you? He was talking about him. Oh. I said, why you say that? And so he was like, because Jarvis, he was doing all these things for him. And, You know, they was together, and then all of a sudden he just dumps him.
But what they got to do with him?
Because he's Jarvis' good friend.
See
So
that
they got
part.
a people relationship.
That part right there.
Yeah. Because one day they be mad, one day they be back together. Like, stay out of people relationship.
Right.
And that's
No,
the
no,
thing,
no,
when you
no.
insert yourself.
Yeah. Not that one. When he be like, I'm down. If Jesus come and tell you, he'll say, stop, Jesus, I'm down with him.
But let me tell you though, this is the one I told you that was like he was doing like the coke and drinking and stuff. And I was like, listen, I told you I grew up with a mother that had some problems with alcohol. I don't want to be with someone like that. I don't drink every day, but he would wait till Friday to get fucked up. And I don't care about, but don't become like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, or you just, getting to the point where you just doing reckless things because you driving drunk. You can't go to work because you just smoked weed all day. And
Would you would have had a problem if he had like maybe a couple of drinks, or was the problem that he was drinking to the point where he was drunk?
drinking to the point where you drunk. Drunk. Like, and the thing was, you smoke weed 4 times a day.
Mm-hmm.
Then you getting drunk.
Mm-hmm.
And then you going to work late and stuff. It was like I didn't see the future of us being together because damn, you doing this and I don't care about you drinking.
I lost a job behind it.
Yeah, he lost a job behind it. And I was like, okay, dude, you doing it. So, but when I said it was over, I was like, listen, this is not working. I don't feel the same way now because I didn't.
They got into an argument in a drive-thru.
I threw his food out the window. We was in Whataburger. Look, we were at Whataburger, and he was drunk talking shit. I said, "Nigga, shut the fuck up!" And I just grabbed the ball, threw the bag out. It's like, and I was like, "Okay, I can't be getting here with him. I cannot, because I came from a family of people that were fighters. And, I was like, let me not go there with him because I don't want to. I saw dysfunctional relationships, and I didn't want to ever be in something like that. So." But listen, we moved on.
Job is 6 feet tall. He was. I think Jarvis was half-ass scared of him. Because he would not, instead of would be cussing him out and saying all kind of crazy shit, he'd be like, just like, he wouldn't say a word. Like, oh my God. Really? I'd be like.
And I remember one time he said, he was like, oh, he said, me, you be bitching. I said, who the fuck you call a bitch? If I'm a bitch, your motherfucking mammy's a bitch, bitch.
He was a motherfucker. You might have calmed down, but when you was younger and stuff, I used to be like, ooh, you know what I used to say? He the littlest motherfucker, like a loaded gun.
But look, Robert, I'm gonna tell you, because I grew up, my mother jumping on my stepfather, pulling his fucking hair. The man looked like George. He had a head full of hair when he met him, but when they was over with, his fucking hair was gone. It was like George Jefferson. She had tore his fucking hair out. But I was like, I can't live like this. No. And me and I was like,
that's what made you change?
Yeah, that, and I didn't want to be someone that was always reacting to, you can't be reactionary and always snapping off. And I knew that, that you had to practice just walking away or just keep, but with him, and he could be butt naked in front of me. I wouldn't be. I was like, oh, walk in on him jacking off or something. I was like, oh, okay. Did you get some milk at the store with some eggs in there?
I remember you told me that. Oh, he heard his heart. Oh, so
he wanted you to walk in on him.
Oh, he did. He still loved him.
But I loved him, but I wasn't in love with him. But, and I think that when he got in relationships, I started seeing the types he was after. I was like, see, that's what works. He likes people that are like really doing the same kind of shit. Like
smoking and drinking. Yeah.
He would meet someone like on Adam for Adam. And how the fuck you met this nigga and he's in our apartment? And you done left him there while we going to work. You just met him yesterday.
The light skin one.
This is a different one. And so he talked about he didn't like guys that were so feminine and this and that.
Oh, the girl with the color hair.
Yes. So when I saw the hair, I was in the kitchen, and this one we stayed over there in those apartments by the lake, and I saw a bright color, and I was like, "Where did you get that shirt from?" I said, "I like those colors in the shirt because I couldn't." I just looked up the color of mine. I saw purple because I like purple. I looked up, that was his fucking hair. I thought it was a shirt, and it was some yarn he had mixed in his head, and it was going out to like his knees. And I was like, When he walked out, I said, where did the fuck Rainbow Bright came from? What the fuck is it? I said, that bitch looked like a My Little Pony. I was laughing. I said, well, you know how to pick them, Jarvis. I was laughing, but the guy was like bringing his friends over, and Jarvis would go in there and cook, and it'd be like pots with stuck on stuff that would be in there for 2 and 3 days because they didn't got high and cooked and didn't want to clean up.
And he should have knew better because he didn't know that when you get home, you cussing or hollering.
I'd be like, what the
This motherfucker right here, he talk calm now. A mess. I used to be like, oh, a stellar. He would be snapping. Mm-hmm. He don't know, and bitch, fuck you, bitch. And he be going off.
But that's the thing. You have to be like, okay, I don't want to be at this place with somebody, and it was like, even with Lloyd, I wasn't like that with him.
Let me say this. You were a little bit nicer with Lloyd, but you would still get Lloyd together.
Mike, how was I wasn't snappy.
Because you wasn't snappy, but you was getting him together. You wasn't as aggressive with him as you was with Jarvis, but you was still getting Lloyd together. Because when Lloyd left, when y'all actually broke up, I told you, because I was like, I know you don't think like that, but I hit you up. I was like, Lloyd reaching out, he like asking me to talk and stuff, and so I would just listen to him.
Mm-hmm.
And he would tell me he was like really, really, really in love with his second. So what you was doing to these guys?
I told you my stuff was just so no, let me stop. I'm gonna tell you what it is though, Rob. I think the weird part is I think guys like something that they can't control sometimes.
I like that.
It's like if you snappy. When you snappy with it, because I tell my kid, I say, for a man to run behind you, you have to have a little bitch in you. Mm-hmm. And when you're a guy, if you have when you're a little inaccessible to them, it's like they want you. It's like, if you're not clingy. But I was like, let me not do that because that's game that you're playing with somebody, Mm-hmm. But with him, it's just he had no ambition. Mm-hmm. Mike, when I was telling you, he was just.
He didn't have. He was very content with the small things. Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with being content with the small things, but you gotta have some type of drive about you.
He didn't have none.
Like in his job, he was an assistant manager at CVS.
But they was trying to fire him.
They was trying to fire him, so they took his hours like to 2 or 3 days a week. They could do that.
Fire him, then they would have to give him unemployment.
Right.
So they just broke his out. They trying
to make him leave.
And he didn't say, "Hey, why y'all doing this?"
No, he just kept.
And see, it was that type of mindset right there that I was like, "Wait, hold on."
Right.
So I was like, "Okay, dude, are you looking for another job? Because they're trying to make you quit."
Right. They put it out there as plain as day. They didn't work there.
Mm-hmm.
What was the problem though?
He did.
It was like he had maybe like he was like, I'm gonna say what I have to say. Like he was gonna tell the manager something he didn't like or something. Mm-hmm. So they were trying to, make him quit. Like, well, I can make your hours and I can make you not want to work here. Mm-hmm. But I used to be like, did you look in did you go online and look for a job? What? And then he moved in with me because I'm dating him and I didn't want to. If you're dating someone, how do you say, no, I can't let you stay with me?
Like that Carl and Trey situation.
Oh, was there?
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck. So when we moved together, I was like, and like he'd be touching on me, and I'd be like late. He'd be like trying to so he'd be rubbing on me, and I'd be looking like this at the wall. I'd be like, He'd think I was asleep, but I would have my eyes open. He kept trying. I'm like, mm-mm. It was over then, you know, just.
That's not sexy, especially from a man. Yeah. He and then after he got into a relationship with a guy.
I remember the little young guy that he was with, the brown skin one.
Yeah, they were supposed to get married. And why? He didn't. Why? I asked him what happened, and he was like, "The guy was cheap." Is that true? I don't know, because I don't know him like that. You know, since him and Stephen broke up, I haven't even seen him besides on Instagram, Facebook, or whatever. And he'd be like, "Well, if you ever come back to Houston, let me know." But I don't do that. You know, that's his ex. I don't be hanging out with him like that.
My thing was, and I don't have any ex that I had that would be like, I don't want to be around you. Because it's like when we broke up, we were still, you know, it wasn't, but you live and you learn, and you just have to get to a place where, what do I want? And
when y'all, so when Stephen came by my house, but you know, you didn't come by my house often. He used to be like, "I'm not coming away out here." That wasn't it.
But I still would come, still.
He would come. But when you came to my house that day, he was like, "I came out here to tell you something." And you was like, "And Mike, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I'm just telling you. I don't want to hear what you feel or none of that." I said, "Oh." He said, "Me and Lloyd moving together." I said, "Oh, okay." You said, "Bitch, you fake." I said, "Oh, okay." I said, "You said, go on and say what you want to say."
Because I knew you was. Like,
I said, I got nothing to say. Because I felt like at that time that you met Lloyd, that you was ready for something. You had been single for a while. And Lloyd was sweet in the beginning. And you liked him. So I was like, go for it.
Because I thought that, you know, what did you think of us together visually? Did you think we were compatible with each other? Seriously.
Lloyd seemed kind of slow to me compared to you.
Slow in which way, though? As far as
like you more kind of, you know, he just kind of like
kind of like
back.
passive,
Yes,
very meek,
very passive. I was like, "Oh, I'm running all over here." I know.
But let me tell you, Robert, this guy, he would cook for me. Like I would go over there. If I asked him, if I said I wanted some wings, he would pull up a recipe for like garlic Parmesan chicken. And he took my dog and was watching my dog. All that stuff was good. And I saw that. And, but the day I went to meet him, a woman totaled my car. My little Kia, I was hit that day. And I was like, that should have been a fucking sign right there.
You know what?
But I looked at it as, let me, you know what he seemed nice. And, you know, I thought he was, you know, I was attracted to him. I thought he was an attractive guy.
He wasn't an unattractive person.
But he, just his ambition and just that, it was like he was from Louisiana. He was like from one of those towns in Louisiana. And it was like, so he had no type of he was content with whatever came.
You didn't have this conversation prior to dating him or getting a relationship?
Yeah, we talked, but it was like, I think people
she was looking for better jobs, but Stephen had to like pretty much put it in his lap. He had to be like, "Hey, well, this they hiring or this they hiring."
Right.
Yeah, he had to help them.
So with me seeing that, I was like, okay, this is, and
I couldn't give him no advice.
Why you say that?
I wasn't in no better situation.
But I'm gonna tell you, with him, it was like he and then it was just he was just that whole, I'm attracted to guys that have some type of and not like trade or anything, but just I like a gay man, but I don't want someone that's just such a pussy.
Mm.
And he was just, excuse my language, but he was weak.
He was.
And I'm not attracted to weak guys like that. And even do y'all even like with y'all, would you say that y'all have like an alpha type? Because sometimes you get with someone that has that. Okay, you get with somebody that don't be acting like you're looking at the wall now, like you. But sometimes you get with guys, it becomes a pissing contest.
No.
I've been in situations where it becomes pissing contests because I'm like, oh, you're not gonna do this, and they're gonna be like, well, you ain't gonna talk to me like this. And I'm like, bitch, I'm gonna say what I want to say. Like it's stuff like that, But in our situation, I don't know.
In our situation, when he get turned up, I turn down because we both can't turn up.
And I learned that I know that I got that. Y'all, you may see me robbing, and you may be like, he's so sweet and innocent. But the thing is, but I know that I have like an edge.
Me too. Me too. And I had to learn myself, like, Rob, you can't be on 1,000 all the time. You gotta calm down. And I have to tell myself, I have to talk to myself sometimes, like, Robert, we're not gonna do this. We're gonna talk like this. I'm not gonna tell you it always work like that, but once I step into Terminator mode, I have to think like, Robert, calm down, breathe. Because you want to talk like an adult, like a grown man, because at the end of the day, like, I care about him and I love him. So like, I don't want to be disrespectful, even though I'm emotional at the same time. Like, I need to kind of find a balance, and we need to have this conversation as two grown men, adults, instead of me yelling and being loud. Because I'm passionate and I'm emotional, so I get loud and everything.
I had to learn. I just thought he was just like turning up, but I didn't. I looked at him one day. I just looked at him. I said, I did just like this and stuff, and I was like, oh, this is his. He's emotional. This is his emotions. He's not mad. He's just expressing himself of how he feels. And then I looked at him, and then I just let him talk, and I let him. Because he already has kind of like a deep voice. So when he gets upset, it just gets louder. Like, no, that's not what you said.
And you know what's funny when you say that? You know who comes to mind when you say that? Ayanla, when she say, when guys start talking, and it's that masculine, she said, I can't do this. I don't like this masculine energy you're giving me. Because, some guys, it can be very intimidating.
Yeah.
Your tone can come across as aggressive. When it's passion, I'm very passionate about what I'm saying. And I had to be like, okay, let me not be as, it's like not let guys like irritate me or something, do some shit. I'd be like, oh, you so full of shit. I'd be like, okay, let me hear what he got to say. My old me would have been like, you can go somewhere with that bullshit, because I don't believe shit that you said. Now I'd be like, okay, what do you have to say?
Yeah. And then, but I had to learn that about him. And then once I learned that it was his emotions, I just block out of the tone. I just don't even entertain the tone. I just listen. And then I'll say, well, that's not what I was trying to do, or that's not where, I'll just let him know whatever he's expressing. That's not where, what I was trying to do. That's not how I was trying to make you feel, or blah, blah, blah. But then, and then I'll give him a minute. After I do that and I let it go, I go in the room, watch TV, and then give him his little space, because he made that clear a while back. You're not gonna make me be ready to talk to you. Just give me a minute.
Yeah, but I don't need you to dictate when. I'm gonna dictate that, not you, or whatever. If I need a minute, I'm like, okay, I need a minute. But if I'm having a conversation and I want to talk about things, I don't need you to walk away from the situation at that point. No, you do.
Oh, what you talking about? When I walked away, I said, nah, I ain't doing this. When I did that,
No, yeah, that. And then when I the other day when I said in the bed and you flip the covers off there, I said, oh, he think he fucked up and he gonna get mad and flip the covers and get out the bed and do this.
Really?
He ain't gonna do that.
I
That's
said,
what they gonna do.
I said, I'm not doing this today.
I was so in my head, I couldn't sleep. I stayed up. I was up. I only got 2 hours of sleep and still got up.
Thank God we live in a single family home.
And then when I brought it up, he got in the bed late. I said, I was debating if I should say something. I heard him snoring a little bit. I said, Mike. And then I asked him the question that I wanted to ask him. And then I wanted to ask him stuff. Oh, I do this.
Now we're gonna have to have this conversation. We're gonna have to do this conversation again tomorrow too when you come over here. No, we can do. I'm saying when Tim come over here, we're gonna be. We'll have. We're gonna.
I was in my mind so much I could not sleep. I couldn't go to sleep because I was analyzing in my mind.
And see, I do that too. I'd be like, now what did he mean when he said this? It's like how I be thinking, like, okay, when he said that, what did he mean by that?
That's me.
Because that shit rubbed me the wrong way. And we're gonna have to address this shit.
You need to make me understand what you were saying or do something. Because this is the way I'm thinking right now.
And then you want some wine or something?
Hell, this is half a bottle right here. I'm drinking. We can finish that tomorrow.
So yeah, I just was like,
oh, I didn't get the email. I'll check for the email, Faith.
Like I do a lie. He flipped the covers off and got a bed.
I was like, no, this is what I said. I said, are you sitting up here talking about one dinner? I'm not gonna
No, and the thing is, and what he failed to realize, our whole conversation was about communicating, which he didn't do with me. And I'm like, well, how do you expect me? You told me one thing, you did another thing, and then you didn't follow through what you was trying to do, and then you expect me to be cool with that? Like, that's not right.
And see that, and you know what? That's a good thing to be able to communicate, because that's what derails a lot of relationships in the beginning. That right there, you have to be able to. And sometimes you got to come out of yourself and be like, well, you know what? Let me put myself in this person's shoes.
And you know what?
Because I have to get to the point of doing that too.
Yeah, I do that. And I do that with him.
Can I plug my? Is this your phone?
Yeah, you could just pull the thing out. And I do that now.
Do he be telling you that?
I do what? I do what?
You can just pull the thing out. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm talking about.
But I listen to him now. And then, you know, well, Robert don't know this, but you know this. I'm really used to kind of people doing what I say.
You told me that.
Yeah, I am.
And I'm not gonna do what you tell me. I mean, I do it.
Am I right or something?
Yeah.
I do it to a certain extent, but if I don't agree with something, I'm like, hey, I don't like this, and I'm not doing it. And there's nothing you can tell me. You know what I'm saying? But if it's something that I want to go along with, like, he suggests a lot of stuff that I don't have a problem with.
No. What I mean by that is, I'm not talking about that.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about more or less like if what you was upset with me about. I'm used to people that usually I do.
Bow down.
They just, if I say, hey, that's what I did. So fucking what?
And I would be like, I'm grown. I don't know who you think you're talking to, but I'm gonna say what I have to say.
And see, I'm like that. And you know what? I had.
What did I tell you about him, Steph?
That he a spitfire. But let me tell you.
I get that a lot, though. I get that a lot. A lot of guys be like, oh, and they like that. You know. I ain't taking no shit from.
And look, they be saying I like that. I'm like, motherfucker, I'm tired of cussing your ass out. You like this shit? I'm not. This is not enjoyment for me. But you know what? Even I have to be. I'm kind of like when I've dated guys, I've been kind of spoiled.
I told him that.
And I have to get out of that mindset that sometimes I can be like a brat. you know, I can.
I told him we had this conversation. But it's not me going into the situation saying you need to do this, do this. It just so happened when I meet guys, they just happen to do stuff for me. It's not that I need you to do it or ask you to do it. They just do it. I'm going to accept it. Hell yeah, I am.
And I think that I have to be like, okay, wait, let me not, because I'm kind of accustomed to getting my way. So, but I'd be like, you know what? You can't be like that. And I learned this, that you can't think like, if I asked Jarvis to do something, I was like, well, I was like, he's like, oh, I'm gonna get you that. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, he's like, oh, but it costs this much. And I was like, yeah, but you said you were gonna get it. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna
Jarvis
get it.
will do anything you
And then I was like, oh, don't worry. And I said, he's like, well, but you can't have it right now. I said, yes, I can. I bought it my own damn self. And I was like, it was just like to show him, I can get it if I want it, regardless. Like, oh, so you just gonna buy it for yourself? I said, I want it again. I was like, why was I acting like I was like, I wanted to have my way? And like, I was like, almost like, fuck you, I'm gonna do it anyway if you don't get it. And that's not a good thing. That's not a good.
And I try not to, like, even like what you want for Christmas. I'm like, I don't know. It's not nothing that I really want right now,
And just because a person can, I had to learn, because a person will do it, don't mean you have to always accept it or try to, like, if they'll buy me anything I'm asking, why do I have to just get it because I can? Sometimes you have to be like, and it's not about how much things cost. And people sometimes, if he buy me this, or if he buy me this car, but when they do a lot of things like that, you become a piece of property to them.
But then, like, you owe me because
Mm-hmm.
car for you. I know all this stuff.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, I know you're not like that, but it's some guys are like, they use their, like Sindel.
Oh, God.
If I do for you, that nigga do, that you jealous.
He belonged to me.
And I remember one time it was a guy that had bought a guy some shoes, and he was like, look at y'all jealous. He said, it was me and another friend. He said, the guy went into the store and he was like, we saw Sindel at the gas station. And the guy got out, he said, look at them shoes on his feet. A bitch bought those shoes for him. Bitch, don't y'all be jealous, don't you? And I'm like, bitch, jealous? Fuck, I'm jealous at him. He got your stupid ass to buy him for. Why would I be jealous to you? You spent your money to buy him some $200 Jordan.
Yes. He loves
jealous.
Man. He loved it.
Like,
he had it to spend shit. I was like, wow.
You know what, Lynn T?
He said some money put away.
He would, but the thing was, I think that he felt so, and he was insecure. He had low self-esteem, and just, it was a lot of things that played a part. And then, like, I had to be what you gonna say?
You should.
Look, I had to be mindful, because sometimes when you talk about everything that's going good in your life, phone still died. What the hell? Okay.